Hey everyone, no intro this video or outro because those videos of the intro and outro, those clips are on my old phone because I got a new phone, which might be why the camera quality is a bit better, and I couldn't transfer my photos over to my new phone. I can't even airdrop them because it won't connect to Bluetooth, so you know, that's really annoying. Anyways, I think this is the ultimate Miles Morales from Marvel Legends. It's quite new. He goes for around 25 to 30. I think he might be 28, I'm not sure. I actually managed to get him for 17, surprisingly. A lot of people like this figure. A lot of people think it's absolutely terrible. I think it's the perfect comic Miles figure, to be honest. However, he is shorter than I thought he'd be. Here is the figure out of the box, and almost immediately you can see the thing that most people don't like this figure for, which is the hips. They stick out a lot. In this clip here, I'm sort of showing you a way you can rearrange the legs so they don't stick out. You can move them outwards. You can use the drop down thing. And then when you look at him like that, they don't look too bad. However, there are another problem with the legs that I have, and it's because for some reason they gave him these wrinkles on the legs, and this one in this place again. Also, in some places you can see that the red is kind of sloppy. It's especially on this part as well, on this shoulder, and the other one's not too much better. Got a paint splotch on the back of the butterfly joint. Line messed up a bit on the head, but otherwise it's pretty perfect. And there's also like a gap in the line by here at the bottom. Now, I was going to say that the spider logo looked clean, but just look at it. You can see like the black showing from underneath the red where they painted it on. But on the back is a totally other story. I mean, it looks literal What the hell am I saying? Now, here are the accessories, and it's what throws me off the most. Now, the masthead is squinting. You don't get like any other head to show him not squinting, just a neutral face, which is, it's fine. You don't get a lot of squinting Spider-Man anyway. This unmasked head, and it is actually creepy as hell. I do not like it one bit. Now, you of course could always put your PlayStation Spider-Man head on there. It's about the same paint. Okay, so I was wrong. It looks really bad, really big on the head. It's also, you know, just makes the red on the Miles Morales PlayStation head look orange. And also, look how loose it is. It's not supposed to be like that. Now, here's the PlayStation unmasked head on him, and it's a whole other story. It actually looks like it fits. I'm going to use this one. You can really see how this comic one pales in comparison to it. I am actually selling this Miles fig because I'm getting a new one, so if you want to buy it, I'm going to put a link in the comments or the description or just somewhere. I don't know. I have a new one. Now, the hands are where it goes a bit downhill. You get one punching hand, not a set, one punching hand, one like grabbing hand. I guess you could say a pair of thwipping hands, but it's like one's a thwipping hand and one's like when you're at a rock concert or something and you do this thing. I don't know what the thing is called. And one wall crawling hand. And that's not even the worst part. Look how poorly the red has been painted, like the curves of the red on the hands. They're always different. They're like smudgy, or it's a different shape than it's supposed to be. They just haven't been painted right. Look how bad they are. And of course, you get this stupid comic book. It doesn't even open. There's nothing inside of it, even though it looks like it's supposed to open from the side. I think this is an actual comic issue. I have to look it up though to be sure, which is what the actual Miles figure is based off of. I think this is also why they charge a bit more for the figure though. I'm not that mad. I don't know why I'm acting like I am. I got this for way cheaper. Now, annoyingly, his head is on a hinge, not a double ball joint, but that does mean he can look up a bit more. I actually want to prove a point here. In one photo, I am going to show you why the double ball joint is better than the hinge. Here is the photo, and if we look at the PlayStation Miles, he can actually tilt his head to the side, and this is what it looks like with the comic Miles. As you can see on the PlayStation Spider-Man, he can actually look up and to the side, and the comic Miles, it's just sad really. However, the butterfly joints on this figure are really nice and really smooth and have a good range of motion. And this is when I realized another paint smudge, or just, you know, the black showing from underneath. It's alright on the other side. His shoulder can move out or up about that far, so pretty good. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. He has a wrist swivel and hinge. Thankfully, he has a ball joint in the waist, and this is actually the best I've ever seen on any Marvel Legends. It moves so much, and on top of that, he has an ab crunch. I don't really like this design that much, but it works really well here, I think. His legs have an impressive range of motion too, considering how thick they are. However, he can't really do the splits that well though. I was disappointed in that, but I didn't use the drop down feature in this, so maybe that's why. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, well they're a bit stiff. Calf swivel, which I wasn't expecting, and an ankle hinge and pivot. Here he is next to the PlayStation Miles Morales. Here he is next to this old 5-inch Miles Morales I've had since I was little. Here he is next to the invisible version of the PlayStation Miles Morales. Now that I think about it, there's no point in me putting this in. Here he is next to the Into the Spider-Verse Miles. Here he is next to the Figure Arts Across the Spider-Verse Miles. Here he is next to the Retro Spider-Man. I don't have the maximum one yet. And here he is next to the Jakks Pacific Shadow the Hedgehog Sonic 3 figure. Overall, he's not that bad, but he should definitely be cheaper for what he is. Or they should have at least put some more accessories in.